Okay, today we are going to set the thickness of our pen in a different way. We can do it also here. Okay, well, this is going to be continue. Okay, but we can use, for example, 0.35 millimeter like thickness. What's this? Continues. It's okay. And this the color. Black and white is okay. Now we make sure that conditions are like we like. We can go, we want to make a drawing with perspective, so we have to come to the current drawing preference and change the grid to isometric. Right, now we can do it easily. Then maybe you need to know the distance between point and point. You can do it looking here. You can do it more precisely. You got the snap-on grid and you learn a new tool, which is to measure distance from point to point. So you click here, you click the next one, and you see below that there are 10 millimeters again. So you are in the correct scale. It's not always like this, because if you scroll, things can change. You just scroll a lot, so make sure always the distance between one point and the other. Good. For example, if we want to draw like a box, we can use 2-point lines and start drawing where you like it. For example, here, if we want 60 millimeter, we can wash it here down. Look, this is only 5. You see it change when you scroll. Can you see it? It's very important to know the distance. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Alright? Click. Now we want here 90, for example. So have a look how the number increase. This is 90. Okay, and now 10 is going to be here. Can you see 10? And then, well, we make the box. When you need to draw somewhere else, escape and start over. Click again. Click, click, escape, and start over. Here we are. We got the box already. So escape to deselect the tool that we have it. And we got the box that we wanted. Now we can change the preference of the drawing again to orthogonal. So we can here drawing orthogonal, because now we are going to make another kind of drawing. This is done. And now we want to know the scale for a piece of paper. We want to print this in a piece of paper, which is going to be the scale. This is a kind of problem that we know to solve and with a calculator, but the program can help us. The way is like this. Well, I'm going to take advantage to save it before we save with your name. Activity number 3, for example, your name or whatever activity it is. Well, it's always important to remember to save it. Because I came here, I saw save, so that's why I remember. Look, print preview. That is going to help us to know the scale. They tell you here the scale for this piece of paper. Okay, can you see the piece of paper? And they say, okay, you want to print it like this? A scale of 1.42 is going to be the best. No, 1.42, column 1. Okay, but well, this is not a standard one, so let's try to find a standard one around it. For example, could be like 2, column 1. Let's try. Not as good. So the good one is going to be 1 to 1. That's the good one. All right. So remember, the scale, because we want it for later. We can close here, no fear, and you just close it, and your drawing is still here. No, don't worry. Now we can go to preference dimensions, current drawing preference dimensions. Dimensions are here, and set a few things that we are going to want. For example, the scale. General scale is 1. The one that we have it, 1 to 1, 1, okay? That's important to know. Another thing is linear precision is here, okay? If you don't want decimals, put it like this. And then we can change some color. For example, the color of the text. Everything about text is here, and this is the color. We can make it blue, for example, for the text to be different from the lines of the drawing. And we can also change the color of the extension line. Extension line here, the color, and the dimension lines. Dimension line color is here. So here we are, okay? That's the way I like it. Let's go on. Now we are going to make a box below to write some information as normally we do with these technical drawings. So we can use rectangle, leave some space, like 2 for example, to 20 millimeter, make it a little bit longer than your polygon. It could be like this, for example, okay? One rectangle, make a second one, click, and click, then escape, and then we are building a kind of table, okay? So we are going to make another lines, 2 point lines. This time I don't like the grid, although we can use it, but maybe you don't want the grid because you want another position, so better we can use entities. Here we are, so we are stuck here, and vertical. So once you make one, you make the other, okay? So for example, now you make a line here, then you shoot vertical, so you have to go this way and click again to the entity. Can you see? Now you can release this, escape as well, and start over. For example, we need another line here, so click here on the entity, then here to make sure that you go down straight, and click again, escape, and finally we release this. We are on the entity again, and for example here where you like, we are now snap on grid, click, and then to go vertically, this one. We have done it, and now we want to write some text on it, okay? So the tool for the text is here, so you click on it. You have to get which size is going to be good. I guess it's going to be 3, and you write here whatever you need to. For example, date, and you try it is good for you, okay? For example, your name, which a little bit longer. The other thing that you want to write, or scale, or whatever, okay? I'm going to try scale. So, okay, and then you can write scale where you want, but you have to release these things. Do you like it? Maybe a little bit bigger. We can try. Maybe size 4. Let's see. We write it here. Fit nicely. So, but I don't want it here. So, Control C. I want it here. Scale. And then I want date. Once you know how to do it, it's quite easy to do. And then I want to write a group, or your name. Your name. Better. The word is individual. Here you are. And then here we can write whatever, school, for example. School. And finally view, and so on. Object, I don't want to be boring. Do you feel it? All right. Finally, we are going to do the dimensioning. Okay, remember the dimension lines should not catch each other, should be outside, at least at 7 mm away from the drawing. We are going to use 10 mm away, and put all you need, but no more. So we need only 3. I think it's going to be useful if we change again to the grid isometric. But we are not going to get snap on the grid. First, we are going to use endpoints, because when you are dimensioning, endpoints are good. Then we go to the tool for dimensioning. We use this very often. You click one endpoint, you click the other endpoint. Alright, now you can change this, change to the grid, and get the third point that you have to. Okay, let's repeat it. You are on endpoints, click one endpoint, the other one, change to grid, and at 10 mm you made the dimensioning. And finally we make it for last time, and let's see you get it. We want the endpoints. You click here, you click the other one, you change for the grid, and we got the third one, and our drawing is ready. Bye bye. Thank you.